Hello, good morning. Happy early morning. I hope everyone's having an amazing start to their morning. I wanted to pop over this morning and just do a brief visualization activity with you guys live. I'm not sure if you're new to visualization or really understand the power of it, so I'll kind of break that down for a quick moment. And if you see me looking back and forth, I'm doing live on Instagram and Facebook. So good morning. Please wave, say hey as you're coming in, as you're popping in. All right, so let's dive in. So visualization is such a powerful tool. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of visualization, but visualization is a tool that's actually used by Olympic athletes, and that is part of their practice and preparation for their competition. And Olympic athletes will use visualization to visualize them competing before they actually go forward and compete. And what research says is because your body doesn't know the difference, they have this biochemical response. Therefore, when they actually do physically compete, thank you so much for the love, they are actually more successful competing because they've already ran it through in their mind, okay? And so visualization is one of my favorite activities. When I'm moving in the direction of something it is that I want, I prioritize visualization because I know the power that it has, okay? I know I read or I listened to an interview one time by Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan was even talking about how he had visualized his success. So when he was in 11th grade, he got kicked off. He didn't get voted onto or picked to be onto the high school basketball team. And instead of allowing that to discourage him, he really believed like, oh no, I'm going to be a famous basketball player. Like I'm going to be the world's greatest basketball player. He just knew. And so he said every day he would go home and he'd practice till sundown, and he would close his eyes and he would visualize what it felt like for his name not to be on that list. And that actually gave him that momentum and that motivation to keep showing up time and time and time again. And this was so powerful to me. That was really when I was first introduced to visualization. I started to study it, and then I started to incorporate it because it is so life-changing. Like I can't even put it into words how life-changing visualization is. So visualization, another reason, a scientific reason behind visualization is that whatever your subconscious mind holds is what it's going to be drawn towards. So what we don't know is that we're visualizing things all day, but typically what we're visualizing is the things that we don't want our mind to be drawn towards. And this is why we end up with outcomes and situations and experiences that we sometimes don't want, okay? But the great news is if you're doing it in a way that you don't want, at any point you can shift it and do it in a way that you do want. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a brief visualization activity about business and about setting yourself up for business and just being in a good energetic space for business. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want you to just take a brief moment. If you're driving or walking, obviously you probably can't do it, but if you're at home and you can pause for a moment, I'd love for you to just kind of get comfy, and I'd love for you to just take a couple of deep breaths and just ground yourself. One way that I like to ground myself is I like to think about what's under my feet. What am I feeling? Am I feeling my socks? Am I feeling carpet? Am I feeling linoleum? Am I feeling whatever, wood or any kind of flooring? Okay. What am I feeling? And I like to just ground myself here in reality, because a lot of times we can get stuck in the future of like, oh my gosh, I have so many things I need to do today, and get bogged down by that. I want you to just be here, and I want you to be present. Okay. We don't give ourselves that privilege enough, and it's so important. Then I want you to just take a couple deep breaths to continue to just ground yourself right here in the moment. Just continue to ground yourself. Now I want you to envision the outcome that you desire for your business. When you think of your business, what does that look like? How many days a week are you working? How much money are you calling in? How many clients are you impacting? Continue to allow yourself to fully visualize this, to let yourself feel into it. Now I want you to imagine what it feels like when you're calling in those dream clients, right? Those clients who are like, yes, I'm ready to take this next step. Not the ones that are friend zoning you, the ones that are saying, oh, you're so motivational and so nice, and yes, I needed to hear that today, but the ones that are like ready to jump in, ready to dive in, ready to take that next step. They trust you. They want to be in your energy. They know that what you have to offer is amazing. You're an expert at your craft, and they know that. I want you to just think about what it feels like when you have those pay in full clients. Thank you so much for the love. then I want you to think about what it feels like for you to have taken, this leap to believe fully in your business, to believe fully in your business success, to believe that you are beyond capable of calling in the things that you wanted into your life and into your business. I want you to think about the shift that you've created for those around you. I want you to think about the ripple effect that you've created by taking this leap. I want you to think about the impact that you have had. Now I want you to give yourself permission to see in this vision that you're not tied to your computer, that you're not bogged down by, oh my gosh, what should I post? And if I post this, what will people think? Will people like me? Will they judge me? I want you to just know that you're free to post things. You always know what to post. You allow your creative muscle to take you there. You allow your creativity to run wild and be free. And because of that, because you're allowing your creativity to run wild, you attract the right people to you. I want you to imagine and know in this visualization practice that people are magnetically drawn to you because you're yourself. You may show up while you're sweaty out running. You may show up with your kids in the background being loud. But because you're not trying to overly polish yourself or be overly perfect, people see your authenticity. And you even recognize your authenticity as your greatest asset. You're empowered. You're excited. And you're energetic. You don't have to show up by force. You operate by flow, knowing that each time you show up, you impact those who are in your space. And then I want you to allow yourself to know in this vision that you're not tied to your computer. You're not forced to have to be available every second of the day. But guess what? Your impact and your income is still ever expanding. Now I want you to just get in touch with what you're feeling as you're thinking of this vision, as you're going through this visualization practice. And I want you to get in touch with what you're hearing and seeing. And then I want you to give yourself a mantra, an affirmation, a quote, or a Bible verse. Something that you can hold tight to, that you know that this vision is real, that you know that this vision is attainable. For me, I always say, do today what your future self will thank you for. And this came from a visualization practice where I realized that what I visualized could happen, but I had to be willing to take action towards it. Yours might be that you're capable of accomplishing your dreams, or that God has your back, or whatever it is that you need to know that this can come to fruition. And then I want you to slowly but surely take a few deep breaths. Continue to ground yourself right here and right now with where you're at. Take one more deep breath. And so slowly stretch yourself out and open your eyes. Wonderful job. Now, I want you to take a moment. I want you to think about how that felt. How that felt to allow your mind to run wild with all the potentials and possibilities for your business. Now, I want you to fully consider and know that this is available for you, that this is beyond available for you. Thank you so much for the love. You can fully show up in your business while still showing up in your life. You can be authentic in your business because that's your greatest asset, right? And that's what's going to help people to be magnetized and drawn to you. I want you to know that this is available for you. And maybe that's the new mantra that you hold tight to, right? That it gets to be easy. That what I desire is destined for me. I want you to really hold tight to that. In my upcoming workshop, it's called Repurpose and Relax. I am walking you through the process of taking content that you have and repurposing it so that you can incorporate more activities and things like this into your real life. Or I'm taking you through the process of identifying new content that you can create and how you can repurpose that so that you can still show up fully in your business, in your life, in a way that feels good for you, in a way that feels aligned for you. I want you to know that business doesn't have to be challenging. Content creation doesn't have to be challenging. Showing up online doesn't have to be challenging. I'm at a place in my business where I have shown up less in the last 2 months than I ever have. And I've had a greater impact and a greater income than I ever have. And what I want to say with that, how I want to wrap that up, is I want you to know that it gets to be that easy. A lot of times we overcomplicate the process because we are sharing the best way to say it is we're watching what everyone else is doing. And we're feeling like somewhere along the line, we have to match someone else's energy. And therefore, this is why we end up normalizing burnout in business. It's not normal to burn out in business. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to stress that. I don't know how else to inspire you to know that you can show up. Yes, we overthink sometimes, exactly. That you can show up and people can still be drawn to you, but you don't have to operate from force. You get to operate from flow. You get to operate from alignment. You get to operate from peace. And it is our passion that can draw us to it, but you can still be passionate and still prioritize your peace. You can still be passionate and still be able to show up fully in your life and in your business without that burnout. And that's what I'm showing you inside this workshop. I am literally pulling back the curtains and I'm walking you through the process of how I'll take one piece of content and repurpose it again and again and again. I did a masterclass 2.5 weeks ago. It was amazing. From that masterclass, I then went on to create 5 social media posts. I went on to create 5 blog posts. I went on to create 2 YouTube videos and 1 podcast from one masterclass that I did. So therefore, the masterclass wasn't in vain. I got to take it, repurpose, and still come out with amazing content. So every time I was online, I wasn't like going crazy trying to pick my brain and trying to figure out, oh my gosh, how am I going to show up online? Thank you for the love. How am I going to post something? How am I going to engage my audience? It gets to be that easy. So what I am going to challenge you to do is I am going to challenge you to check out the information below so that you can snag your spot. And I'm going to put it in here in a moment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you for the compliments. I'm going to put the information here. For some reason, it won't let me post while I'm going live. So I'm going to put this information here, or you can check out the first button in my bio to snag your spot like that. And guess what happens when you snag your spot like that? You get to learn to create content like that. And my favorite saying with this process is it gets to be easy. We don't have to overcomplicate it, and we don't have to normalize burnout. We can bring all our passion, we can bring all our energy, and we can bring all of our excitement. You're so welcome to be able to create content that converts, to be able to magnetize our audience to us, and to be able to increase our impact and our income. Okay, this is possible for you. Yes, go ahead, keep working on that podcast and batching. Come learn my way then. Come learn my way. You will love it. You will be so grateful that you did. I'm actually with it too. I'll be pulling back the curtains, and I will be giving you my exact Excel sheet that walks you through the process, and it makes it easy for you so that you can create content in 10, 15 minutes, and it doesn't need to be complex. I also am giving a bonus content creation calendar, 90-day content calendar for those who act fast. So come on over, and I would love, 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 love to see you guys there. And let me tell you that when you make this decision, your future self is going to be so grateful that you did. So I hope that you come back and reference this video from time to time, because visualization is definitely something that you can incorporate and bring into your business to help you start to create the success you desire and deserve. But also, I want you to know that things get to be different, that you don't need to normalize burnout, and that there is another way that you can still show up fully in your business. So I hope that you all have an absolutely amazing day. Thanks for all who joined live. Thank you for all who joined in the replay. And just know I'm sending so much love your way. And let's make it an awesome week, guys. Bye.